So for people who might not know, what is Pudgy Penguins?
Yeah, so Pudgy Penguins wants to build the world's next great legacy IP brand, and honestly, the world's first ever Web3 IP legacy brand. And I think when you really look at what we're doing, first and foremost, we want to make this industry less taboo, less intimidating. We want to leverage the fact that we have a cute character that people love, that resonates with all walks of life and all demographics. And first and foremost, we want them to fall in love with the character. We want them to fall in love with the brand. And ultimately, through products, whether it's toys or collectibles or merchandise and content, we want to educate them on what Web3 is about, what NFTs are, and ultimately the power of digital ownership and digital accessibility. And, I think it's one of those underestimated topic points, at least for the crypto industry. I really think for this industry to take a new step forward, it has to become consumer facing. I think up until this point, it's been driven by, a huge financial returns for a small sum of people and FOMO. And ultimately, I think the technology and the value proposition is so much more significant than that. And I think that significance comes through a slew of advantages that you can create through the actual technology. But that stuff kind of gets kind of brushed to the side when a bull market or a bear market comes around. And so the idea is how do we create, honestly, crypto's first ever true consumer facing brand, right? And if we can accomplish that, I believe it's not only a huge step forward for Pudgy Penguins, but a huge step forward for anybody that believes in a future powered by the blockchain.
And so for people who have okay, I'm going to rewind. So I had a Pudgy way back before you were with Pudgy Penguins. And I remember telling everyone about it, and it's so cute. And, and then you came in and you basically turned everything around. There was a whole bunch of stuff going on back then. And, everyone was really excited when you came in. So what was it? What did you see in Pudgy, other than it being cute, all the Pudgy Penguins being really cute, that made you say, I'm going to go all in on this?
There's a couple ingredients that I think make an NFT project a blue chip or a top of the totem pole NFT project. And I think some of those things include the art and the PFP ability of it. So the digital identity, which I think Pudgy Penguins yields a unique advantage because I think it's the most universal IP in the industry. And so that's important because it has the highest TAM. More people from all walks of life can resonate with it. And so there's higher throughput for demand. And because there are finite resources on the bottom, there's only 8,888 Pudgy Penguins. So the more people that it can attract and the more people that it can resonate with, the more opportunity it has for purchasing power and people to collect them. So one, it's universal IP. I think the IP is magical. I believe that since day one. Whenever I saw a Pudgy Penguin or whenever I look at a Pudgy Penguin, I feel good. I feel happy. And I think that's a powerful emotion that very few NFT projects yield. The second one is the community and the culture. I think when you look at the culture of Pudgy Penguins, it's a culture built around good vibes and mimetic behavior. These people aren't crazy. I know it sounds weird to say, but you'd be surprised. The crypto space can give you a slew of interesting characters. And it just seems, somebody who buys a Pudgy Penguin is naturally, I think, just like a cool and kind person. They're not like evil and malevolent or angry, right? They're like the IP doesn't warrant that type of buy-in. The community is bar none one of the best I've ever been a part of, and I'm honored to be leading the charge. From every major crypto executive to affluent trader to entrepreneur and major celebrity is kind of a part of this project. I think that's important because you either have that or you don't. Everybody strives for a community of really dense and bright people, and there's probably about 3 or 4 of them in crypto that, or at least in the PFP land, that really have that, and Pudgy Penguins had that. And I think lastly, my experience coming off the backs of Gel Blaster, making that North America's fastest growing toy company, and just understanding IP and the world of character. Pudgy Penguins, from the name to the identity of the brand, had all of the ingredients and has all of the ingredients, I think, to go toe to toe with your favorite IP today, whether it's a Hello Kitty or a Pokemon, whatever it may be. If you identify and extract the ingredients that made those successful, Pudgy Penguins has very similar ingredients. And so from a crypto standpoint, I think it was bar none one of the most native and prestigious collections. People weren't buying it for utility. They weren't buying it for airdrops and X, Y, or Z. They were buying it because of the culture and because of the people a part of it and because of the beauty of the penguin. And on the other side of it, you had something that I think leaned in really well to my strong suits, which was, this universal character that couldn't be boxed in, that I felt like had what I call boundless scalability. And so you kind of put it all together, and I think we have this unique opportunity to create a very unique brand that I think very few projects could actually pursue, which is this mass market, open ocean approach that I think is necessary for at least NFTs to move forward. And I think it gives us a unique advantage. And so when looking at purchasing the project, that's kind of the things that I looked at. And, I think it had all of the ingredients to be one of the top projects in the world. All it needed was the right chef in the kitchen to cook those ingredients and make a pretty good meal.
And you did make it one of the top projects in the world. We have to note that for anyone watching who doesn't know about Web3, right here, this guy and his team. I know you are always giving props to your team. So you have taken a Web3 project and you've also brought it into the real, like IRL, because I always think of Web3 as like, we're over here and then we're trying to get over here, bring everyone together. So Pudgy Penguins are in Walmart. We're coming up on the holiday season. So what is really cool about this is if you don't know anything about Ethereum or you don't have a wallet, you can actually go to Walmart, or I believe, is it Toys R Us in, yeah. And you can buy one. And I actually brought some friends with me so we could like show them. So here's one. And I think these are really cool because, well, you can put them on your anywhere and they hold up little signs with little messages. And I also have this one, and you can get, so when you buy these, you can actually like get an NFT when you buy them, which is like really cool. So like my mom did it. So it's like easy peasy to do. And they're super cute. I bought like 100 of them. So, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to like, in this space, they're going to have like a holiday open house. So I think I'm just going to give them away to people since I don't really sell things, but like, and like, these are really cute, here, and like kids love them. Older people love them, like my mom, who's not really that old, but she's, a little bit older than me. And, I mean, I think this is awesome. A lot of people say that these were like the Trojan horse. I don't know if you saw that meme, but what do you think about that? And how did you come up with this idea to bring Web3 into Walmart? I mean, like, that's like insane. Like, if people are listening right now, watching, it's like insane to be able to do that, because it's been so hard even to get people to like get like a sweatshirt from an NFT.
I think that's one of the beauties of what we're doing. And the actually idea was conceptualized by the community. So I'm like a huge believer that the community is this hive mind, and I'm really the muscle to the mind. And it's my job to extrapolate the ideas that I think are bright and then go execute on them. And so that actually wasn't my idea. And so I'm super thankful that we were collaborating and just chatting with the greater community and what we call our inner igloos. And that's how that idea came to fruition. But that's why I think these toys are so special, right? Like, these are not just toys on a shelf, right? This is, penguins licensed from NFT holders, 16 penguins, 16 licensing deals on the shelf of Walmart. Every time one of those sells, they get a royalty in perpetuity. And, these things are not just, Web3 IP with the Web3 story. They actually have a QR code attached to each one of these toys. Every time somebody buys it, they scan the QR code, they make an account on Pudgy World via an email and a password. We make them a custody wallet through our custody wallet solution, and they are able to digitally collect with nothing short of a 90-second sign up and a gasless experience to redeem their NFTs. And I think that's just beautiful, right? Like that, I ultimately believe is the future of how I think we actually make mass adoption happen, right? Like the problems that the blockchain really solves for is it solves for a slew of consumer product issues. And so somebody has to go and lead the charge on this consumer facing side of this industry, and not just say, hey, you know, make some lame effort to try to put, you know, Web3 or you know, like actually really try to make that conversion. And you know, on its face, the meme is funny. And, you know, just between you and us, because I know you have a, you know, a crypto curious audience, like these things for $5 to $10 to $15 are the best gifts that you can get for a friend or a family member or a niece or a nephew or a son or a daughter who you want to go get interested, even just a little bit, in what crypto and digitally collecting feels like, right? And I think this is the difference. This is where we actually begin to break barriers and take huge strides forward, and is honestly one of the biggest things that I'm personally proud about.
Yeah, it's definitely been amazing. Everyone was so excited. And, you know, if you didn't see it, if, you know, people listening didn't see it, it was crazy because people were like in Walmarts and they had their carts and they're filling them up. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it still is. Yeah. And then the last thing I wanted to ask you about was the arcade games. And I'm imagining that it's going to be like maybe a claw thing game or like something like that, where you go and you can actually get a pudgy.
Yeah, we've got a crane machine as well as like a digital experience, right? So like a game that you can just play that has nothing to do with physical products. We've partnered with an amazing company called Touch Magics to make it happen. It's been something we've been working on for a while, and I'm super excited to see those things all over the country. Dave and Buster's, Chuck E. Cheese, as many places as we can get them into. I will give it my best shot.
Well, congratulations. And I know you're going to keep keep working away. Every time I did research for our chat, it was like there was something new. And I was like going to send, you know, some questions or whatever. And like I was like, but wait, there's more, but wait, there's more. And then it changed again. So I'm sure like, but wait, there's more. So next year, I'm excited for it, 2024. And
Well,
Pudgy Penguins.
I'm super thankful for you having me, and I'm convinced that we will continue on this charge.